Hey, Holmes. Seen your welds the other day.
Looks like a bunch of gravel.
Hey, Purdy. Ashamed of my welds. I had like welder's performance anxiety there.
Yeah, they're ugly.
No shame in my game. Easy, easy.
I'm nervous. Didn't get a fingernails left, and I pulled some of my hair out, but I'm okay.
Ain't nothing but a hound dog guy. Sweet mama. We ain't plug welding. We're doing a Doan's Pills commercial.
They're gonna touch it with their fingers. They probably got boogers on their fingers.
I ain't afraid to smack the taste out of a little kid's mouth. I'll tell you right now. The 747 flying low above our heads here. Look at that, sweet mama. Would you look at that?
Sounds beautiful, honey.
Heck yeah. Labor of love.
Cool, man.
Sweet mama, what a wonderful day.
It's nice cold out there, look, Cakes.
Oh man, well, it's better, but I don't care because I got the fever, baby. I got the mopar fever. Y'all was asking for it. Here it comes. Turns out we was working on a project this week, ran out of parts, and midweek we need something to thrash on, so. You're welcome. 1971 340 4-speed Cuda, shaker hood, red with billboard stripes, and a spoiler on the back. Did it come that way? No, probably not. It was red, and it was a Cuda, and it was a 340 4-speed, but no broadcast sheet and no fender tag. So we're gonna make her how we want her. Now, it doesn't look like much to y'all, but I'm going to tell you, the 71 Cuda's always been my dream-mobile, you know? And it's the right color. I'm a 340 fanatic, and I love a 4-speed. Who don't, you know? But it's not the greatest example of a project, but we do have a solid, legitimate Cuda. Not a Barracuda, not a wannabe. It's the real deal. We did quite a bit of work to it already, and then it kind of got stuffed. It kind of got it was in there, and it was over there because, well, I didn't figure you guys wanted to watch me beating the hammer on tin and stuff, but the time has come, guys. We need some short, quick content, and, well, we're going to pick at this a little bit. Hope you don't mind. Yes, sir. You've seen the ugly side. This is a little better over here, all right? It's a good, solid car. Well, it is now because it was wrecked, and we fixed it, you know. We clipped the car in the front, put a new floor in it. From there back was all pretty decent. Still wearing the original trunk in there in original quarters. It does need lower quarters, but we got us a good running start right here, sweet mama.
Oh, yeah.
I am pretty excited. So I figure what we do is we just we got some welding to do, and we're just going to pick at the welding stuff. Maybe some lower quarter work. Got a 4-speed tunnel to put in. We got a lower cowl to put on. We've got a front leaf spring hanger to do on the driver's side, and a little bit of patchwork around the back window. Since we're low on time, I figure I'll get busy, and sweet mama can put you all together a nice B-roll of what we've been doing, how this thing got to this point, and tell you a little bit about it. You okay with that, sweet mama?
Absolutely.
All right, then.
Okay guys, like he said, being as the 71 Cuda is his dream car, we were on the hunt for an affordable project car for quite some time before we stumbled onto this old girl. Plymouth made only 1,141 340 4-speed Cudas in 1971, and this one was born luckily in our favorite FE5 Rally Red. Believed to be an original shaker hood car, we bought it with a very nice rally hood, as the shaker hood was sold at some point in time. Once the car was unloaded, a parts inventory was made. We addressed and disassembled the car and assessed the front end damage and took mental note of where to cut and how to make the car to its new front clip. Well, it didn't take us long to get it in the garage and the main body jigged up using a digital level with perfectly leveled the car front to rear and side to side. From there, a laser level was set up to run exactly down the center of the car, both front to the back and side to side, using measurements we pulled from our 1970 383 Cuda project. We mated the two halves to exact measurements. Then the firewall and cowl were installed, and the car began to take shape. As we began to install the front sheet metal, it was apparent that the careful planning and repetitive measurements paid off. The fenders and the hood fell right into place exactly where they belonged, with no shimming or reaming of any bolt holes. The body lined up perfectly with the body bolts in center for their adjustability. We couldn't be any happier how this car has turned out, and he's going to be extremely happy when it's finally finished.
Little big lid. Oh, you CB. Are you CB girly? She's not in the mood. I grabbed the biggest thing in the toolbox, but that was all.
Did. Figured we'd start with some low-hanging fruit here, just to get our mouth wet, you know. It's just a firewall brace bracket thing. Just never made it around to getting it on there. It's part of the pile that needs put on, so we'll get after it. I already got it pre-drilled out to plug weld it. So just a few welds from now, and this baby will be on for life. Well, guys, sorry if we can't drown out the 747 flying low above our heads here in the corner.
Warm.
Hey, going, that thing's loud. Wedding ring check. Maybe you'll scald your finger clear down to the bone if you get a weld on that wedding ring. Look at that, sweet mama. Would you look at that?
That looks beautiful, honey. Like professional did it.
First work we've done to this thing, and how long? I don't know. It's been a while. But
Looks amazing.
shit. One less piece of metal needs welding on it. All right, take a knee, everybody. Show you what we got going on. Hey, we got this car. It was hitting the front, like banged up stuff. The rocker was banged up this side. The side swiped. Still's got some damage there. The top of this quarter is still pushed in a little bit. You can see it's got like a backward look back in here. Needs to come out. But we replaced the front frame rails from here forward, basically. And this is where we spliced it on the rocker. And we brought it together at the factory joints back here. So we've got to plug weld all this in and get a finish weld up in here. And a little finish weld up in here. So you're going to need to push from underneath to finish that up. And that's all I can think of needs done in here, Mama. We're almost done with the inside of this thing.
Yeah, you did a lot of work.
Heck yeah. Labor of love. Shit. All right, 10,000 plug welds from greatness.
It looks fancy.
Mm-hmm. Sweet mama. We ain't plug welding. We're doing a Doan's Pills commercial up in here. Man, my back hurt from bending over there.
Gonna need another man spa.
I got her welded up. Looks like it's got the measles or mumps or something.
It looks better than most would do.
What do they say about a grinder? Grinder makes you a welder you ain't something. So I'll hide all that underneath some seam sealer. Never know what happened.
Oh yeah, we can hide everything.
Never mind that video evidence going around the world. How's that grabbing, sweet mama?
Wow, that looks brand new, honey. You can't even tell there's anything wrong with it.
My golly, I'm gonna pull it down. We got some dampy poo-poo right here I gotta draw up. And that'll get some here to here welded up. And that's pretty much it for the inside, with the exception of gotta put a front string hanger in on this side. And it's right underneath here, and I don't know what's gonna happen here. Probably some spot welds need drilled out. You just gotta watch it. When you got a 340 it'll just rip the car in half, you know? Seen it happen twice, and they're both 340. Just way too much.
Great.
Too much, your mother. I'd like to save that for when we're on the lift, but see what happens. How it shakes out, you know?
Can't go wrong with self-package. Doink.
Holder. Sweet mama! Got all that done. I was all like ashamed of my welds. I had like welder's performance anxiety there. Tried to hurry up and grind it up to hide my shame, but look at that.
You didn't do
Straight
that.
from Mother Mopar right there. Shoot.
Looks like a bunch of gravel.
Ain't pretty.
Stuck in some silicone.
Feel pretty good about mine now. All right. Get all that work done. Well, now the next thing that we got that's easier than everything else to do is be this 4-speed hump. Factory did a pretty crude job. They just cut some big old holes in the floor. The transmission and shifter linkage, and the shifter goes here, and they just put this in there to make it easy. And all they did was pretty much just stitch weld these in. Just a couple spots around, or stitches, a couple. They welded it in, and that's what I'm going to do, just like they did.
Just a better job, huh?
Yeah.
Are we done with this? Can we be done?
All right, well, that's what that looks like when that's all done. Doesn't look good. It looks
Doesn't
as
look
good
bad.
as good as the factory. But I'm going to tell you one thing: I ain't never seen a black carpet that I could see through. You know. So yeah, that gets seam sealed. You don't see none of that stuff, and so we'll call that done for now. Now we got these wire protectors on these sides here. They kind of go in there, you know. I'm going to throw this side in. Half of that side's missing. But to do that, I got to clean this up and I got to primer it so I can throw some seam sealer down so I can let it dry so I can weld it tomorrow, because we're about out of time for today. And we're on fire watch till we go home. So just give us something to do for the next half hour or so we make sure nothing's going to burn the place down.
Sounds exciting.
Apparently the finest Rust-Oleum spray can primer for Hustle House. Now Scotch Briter this all up. Doesn't look it, but she's clean. She's clean.
We didn't drink no cleaner to it.
No, ma'am.
Look like you're getting some fumes over there.
All right, we'll let that set up and then. Ooh, yeah. We'll let that set up and then we'll. What did that say I was going to do again?
Seam sealer.
I gotta get out of here. Ooh, we should have put this stuff in front of the heater, honey. It's pretty stiff. I hope we got enough to get this one side done at least.
You're going to get a skinny strip. You're going so fast.
Well, I'm going to smear it out. I'm going to smooge it, you know? Smooge. I'm going to do some smooching.
Hang on.
No shame in my game. Yes, ma'am. Look at that.
Well, I'm going to say that looks lovely.
Take her right to there.
And take it as my supportive backup side.
Yep. Ooh, she's a seeper. She's oozing. Like Taco Tuesday oozing. You know what I mean?
You're just going to let that, you know it's going to drip out of there. You ain't even going to put it on with fancy gloves. You're just going to whack it.
Ma'am, cardboard hucky pucky's what I'm doing. It's got to look pretty messy. It's the way the factory did it, you know?
We ain't factory.
What seam sealer? I didn't put no seam sealer in there. That's original.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I
Just
say.
state the obvious because they're going to say it in the comments. That looks like crap.
Hey, take a gawk at that back there. Look at that mess back there on the trunk.
We're not talking about that back there. That's someone else's business. We're talking about what you're doing.
That's factory.
Yeah.
Trying to resemble it.
Mm-hmm.
So I am. Yep. And then this will get welded onto here, you know. And that's where your wires go through for your trunk, tail lights and whatnots.
That's just weird.
And it flips up like that way. Your carpet sits nice and flat. You know, if you don't put that in, then the carpet's all loose and janky looking.
Oh, okay.
I usually leave them out, but not on this gemstone. No, ma'am. She's getting a treatment.
Well, the only other good thing about that is, honey, is you can't be mad at me if I did that kind of job.
Nope.
You're like, honey, why don't you do it better? That's the car I love. I wasn't high pitched enough. I'm sorry. That sounded like I was making fun of you.
I got feelings, honey. You know. It's the only bit of seam sealer we got, or else I would just keep continuing. You know, but I got to make that last, and it's not enough. So it's enough for one side. That's what I'm saying. All right, honey. I got to fix the fire. We got to get out of here.
All right, y'all get Piglet and load her up. Hey, you ready to go, bye-byes? Come on. Come on. You ready to go, bye-byes? Come on. We got to go. You always make us late. You always make us 10 minutes late. Whether we're standing in the rain or snow. Come on, let's go. Come on. What are you doing, love cakes?
Hey, go on. Give me a warning, sweet mama.
Creeping.
I was just checking out seam sealer. Looks like it's set up enough. We can weld those little wire protectors on there. Had to go see our good buddies down at Painter's Choice down in Collinsville for some paint supplies. Got some more hood seal seam sealer. Gee. Yeah, that stuff seems to set up nice and doesn't make a lot of smell and doesn't make a lot of mess. Well, I make the mess, but yeah, good stuff. If you need some good stuff like that, why don't you go check them guys out? Painter's Choice down on University Drive in Collinsville. They got all your auto body needs. And if you're like me and got a lot of questions, they'll answer them, you know.
A lot of good prices.
Oh, of course. We wouldn't be there if they weren't good prices. I mean,
Exactly.
think about it.
When you layer on thicker and heavier as you go, we
As
got to
I
visit there
go.
all the time.
Yep, check them out, guys. They'll fix you up. This is not a paid endorsement, by the way. Would you be proud of me if I broke it, honey?
I would be a little upset, but I'm always proud of you.
Oh. Yeah, baby. That's about the same price as a teenage kidney right there. You want to break out? All right, we got to put in the old radiator, lower radiator support. What we done was we replaced this whole front clip, and it had a smaller rad support in it for like a 318 car or something. So we put the sides in the from the 26-inch, I forget the letters, but I think a 26-inch or something radiator that belongs in the car. So we got to finish that bottom top piece off. Should only take a minute, and we can move on to the dreaded quarter panel. Sweet mama, excited?
I'm nervous. You ain't got a fingernails left, and I pulled some of my hair out, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
You get one chance at them bad boys. You slice them wrong.
Well, I always have faith in you, so I know it'll be all right.
No pressure.
Ain't nothing like working when you're sitting on your bucket.
Ain't nothing but a hound dog sitting on my bucket. Any 71 Cuda guys out there? Remember how much these valances used to be at one time before they repaid them? Oh, mama, they were big money. Yes, ma'am. Good thing old AMD happened around. You'd still be cutting them up and welding them together. Yeah, a lot of this stuff. AMD didn't, nobody made it, you know, nobody had the license to, and you'd find whatever fender you could find, and you'd be cutting, like, putting the gills in the sides, and
4 and 5 hours worth of labor work to fix it.
yeah, a lot of this stuff's 71 only. It's pretty scarce, you know. So, and the dual headlights is a 1 year only, and those headlight buckets they're pricey too. These marker lights, 1 year only, big money.
I was going to say you're high maintenance.
Well, that stuff all came down now, you know. Notice we got the car after they started making stuff.
Yeah.
Easy, easy.
Jeez. Get her all up.
There's just a little more body work, you know. Just the bull in a china shop.
Well, good thing you're already in there. You'd be having to do more.
Go on, give me a heart attack.
Grandbabies can't even go near this car without him freaking out. They're gonna touch it with their fingers. They probably got boogers on their fingers.
I ain't afraid to smack a kid around. Gets close to this car,
Yeah.
putting dents in and stuff. I ain't afraid to smack the taste out of a little kid's mouth. I'll tell you right
Yeah.
now.
Meanwhile, you're preaching to them, you need to share. You gotta share your toys.
Do as I say, not as I do. This thing here was kind of banged up, so I don't know how this is all going to work out for me. Well, here we go. Yep, she's going to fit in there something like that. Sweet mama.
They lined up pretty daggone perfect.
Yep. The thing is, there's not much you can do with it. It is where it is, you know? So you just hope it's straight enough to be in where it's supposed to be when all the points are welded to where they go. If not, we got to fool around and find out, you know? All right, I'm going to clean these spot weld, plug weld little areas up on here. Get them shiny metal and we can start welding.
Nice. Got to charge those babies. That's right. We got a couple left.
Going through these babies like Sherman through Atlanta.
All cleaned up?
Don't bother to bend down where you can really see. Yeah, it goes as low as this chair will let you, and it's good enough.
Exactly.
Hey, we got that ground down. We're going to throw some weld-through primer on it. Just because I don't want to do it again someday, you know? I'm probably going to anyway, but
Not in our lifetime, hopefully.
hopefully. All right. Well, we got her mocked up and in place. This thing has like receivers in the frame rails and stuff that kind of indents that tell you, probably can't see it, but it tells you where this sits, and it's pretty hard to get out of whack. Now this thing's a little tweaked from being old and used, so we're just going to tack it here and there, and then we're going to work it and get it fitting right. But it is landing right on the old bolt holes here, so I guess after we cut her in half, everything's fitting just Jim Dandy, sweet mama.
What'd you forget now?
Ah,
Finally got it.
ah. Wow, it's tight.
Took your manpower out of you.
Yep. Yeah, see there's a little receiver here that fits in. You know? Not a real critical piece, but we want it to look like it's where it's supposed to be. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what we've done.
Nice and perfect. Whew. Wow, that stinks. Wouldn't mind if it was like burnt bacon.
That's how the people that do it do it. Beat your heart out, bird song. I like it, Mama. I like it a lot.
Looks really good, honey. Lined up perfect. Hey, maybe one day you'll have AMD sponsoring you.
They better pay me good. All the high quality sheet metal work I've been pulling off. Shit. AMD.
Oh, that looks complicated.
Make it easy on me, you know. You're just a guy trying to get you back out on the road. So the fella wrecked you up and left you for dead, and here I am trying to help you out. And I'm the one that gets all the static from you.
No cooperation.
Got all that work done. She's looking good. Everything lined up perfect, and guess we can quit avoiding those quarter panels now, sweet mama.
That's gonna be exciting.
Got nothing else I can do. I will do the easy side first. I promise you that. But so I better get after it. The old metal pile's starting to dwindle over here. Can't say I don't like that.
Oh yeah, it's like empty boxes every time you turn around.
All right, what do we got here? This is what we got here. We're working on a 71 Cuda. Back the time when we bought these quarter panel patches, they don't offer anything but 72 and up, so it's got the wrong marker in it. But we don't need it up there anyhow, you know? So we're going to trim that off. The rest of it's the same. These are kind of generic.
What?
If they work out all right.
You're gonna put generic on your car?
What else am I going to do? I can't afford good stuff. I actually have a set of full quarters for this car, but I'm at the belief that where you leave as much of the original metal as you can, you know. Not only that, but this car's getting billboard stripes, and I can just weld this on there and not do any body work or anything. Just put a sticker,
Like a carpet
put a
cover
sticker
it
over
up.
top of it, you know. I'm kidding. I'm going to do the body work, but no, seriously though, I don't like cutting 7/8 of a quarter panel off to put 1/8 of it on.
Yeah.
16th, 32nd, whatever it is. All right, let me do some head scratching here. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to do it right because, like I said, measure once, cut twice, you know. Measure twice, cut once. I ain't going to measure nothing. I'm just going to put it up there and draw a line. You know, back in the day, I'd have just threw some pop rivets in that baby right there where it is, you know?
Yeah.
We'd have rolled with it.
Some self tappers.
Can't get away with that now. People call you stupid and stuff.
I don't mind being called goofy, you know? It's a better choice than some of the other alphabet words, right? Put some letters in different styles.
I've been called many things, sweet mama.
Never by me. Oh, window licker though. Yeah, that was, yeah.
Still feel the pain over that one. It cut me deep. Okay, well, nothing's fitting like it should here. The rear balance area is totally different. That's awesome. And yeah, it's all different, so that's good.
Must be for like a Buick Skylark or something. Or a Chevelle. Challenger, whatever. All the same.
Daggone, this is generic. Now, a high-class restoration shop would probably buy a full quarter and then cut off what they need and throw the rest away for like $699. See, now, if I lay the valance area in the way it goes, look at what I got right here. Look at that. About some of that. Is that close?
That's a lot of hammering.
That's pretty close.
I think it's easier to hide the bottom, right?
Well, the valance ain't gonna fit the car. But this all needs whacked off of here, most likely. This is gonna get ugly, sweet mama.
I don't know, honey.
My mood may become a little sour here before this,
I was gonna
before
say.
this is all said and done. Dang gone.
Happy-go-luckies, now out the door.
What a piece of junk. All right. I think that the smaller it is, the better it'll look. You know, let me cut some of this away and we'll try to figure something out.
Alrighty.
It's going to be a really radical guess I'm going to do here, perform. Sweet mama.
That's a pretty good job,
That's
honey.
our first step right there.
Yep.
So that'll come from like here up to here somewhere. Right?
Absolutely.
I sure hope so. You know, it really wouldn't break my heart to ruin this piece because I'm sick that I'm even using it. But if we can make her work, we're gonna, you know, because the new one just ain't in the budget.
Well, I better break out the receipt and see if it makes you sick then.
Yeah. All right, let me chop this.
Well,
That metal smells funny.
that looks lovely, honey. You did a great job. Look what you did in the chair.
You will make good firewood.
Something like that right there is what we're after. What do you think?
That looks good to me. Looks better than that daggone chair over there.
I would say I might have miscalculated a little bit.
Did you really?
I think I did.
Cupcakes. What'd you do?
Well, it's a little bit right there. And it's her body lines lined up.
Honey.
What did I do? I didn't do it wrong. They did it wrong. Well, we made her bed. I just want to go watch TV in it now, you know. All right, this is what we wound up with here. I went and got that fit the best I could. Up against that wheel well there. And with this body line right here, it's the best I can get her to fit, okay? Might have missed the cut a little bit right there, just saying. Look how far off that rear balance is. This is going to have to be split down through here, down, clear to the bottom, and then this pulled in, you know what I mean? Make this here, not do this here, yeah? But we'll get that, that's no big deal. What we got to do right now, though, is I'm going to have to cut along this line here, both panels. Got this tacked pretty tight, and we're going to cut it along there. And the theory is, after that's all cut, it should just match perfectly together. If I don't do a whole lot of, you know, if I make a nice cut, turn up. Wish me luck.
Ooh, I thought grapes were out of season for the winter.
What?
That looks lovely, honey.
My eyes were
Perfect.
closed. I was nervous. The thing was in my ears blowing, and
It looks lovely.
we got like a 150 foot long 22 gauge cord that I'm welding with. You know, it's clear up on all the beans, and it's still barely even burning. You know?
Hey, grapes are better than strawberries.
Well, there's a slice we made. That's what it looks like after it's pieced together. Cut turned out all right. Once that's welded together, we'll still have to mess around with this valance area back here. But before all that, I think we're gonna have to mess with this area here. Try to get that in so we can work it with this off. And get that in there. Hopefully we can get it right without. Hopefully we can get it right. All right. Well, this too is a cartoon version of the original. Looks like they cut a little bit above. Looks like the body line kind of follows into this a little bit. This body line here. So I'm going to cut her well above that. just a guesstimate kind of thing. And they cut to this side of this. I don't know if that's in the same place. Someone running right down the edge of that. Should be plenty extra up and wide. Yeah.
You know that work done?
Get that work done. Put some rust inhibitor on there. Maybe the rust will just disappear like magic, you know?
Hey, Holmes. Seen your welds the other day.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're ugly.
Yeah, it's ugly, but it'll keep the stink bugs out.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm back. Got that big chunk of iron out of my eyeball that I got projectile into it the other night. Right through my goggles, right up underneath them. You're never safe, guys. Got to be careful. That's where we wound up. I got the seam done. I got a little bit of a warp in it. I'm going to have to yank out after I get the whole thing secured. But I got to hurry up because it's evening and this is the last day we can record. Always behind the gun. Looks like I'm a little tight on my seam here. I'm going to just relieve that a little bit so it's not overlapping and I can get a little buzz on it. That was easy.
You'll tell me your dilemma for the day?
Well, see what we got here is we got us a cheap replacement quarter panel patch. It's way wider than the original lip. Do us all a favor, guys, especially you mopar guys. You got to trim your lips, you know? I mean, like nothing screams. I skimped on good quarter panels, like a great big fat wide seam down through there. Just totally ruins the car, you know? When you're at a car show, that baby's nice, and you're like, hot dog, look at that. And then you got this great big fat quarter panel thing right there, you know? Look at that. What quarter panel patch? Where? That's factory. Got her trimmed up, sweet mama.
That looks nice.
How much more legit does that look than that big old fat lip hanging out?
That looks way better than I could do.
All right, now we got the same situation down here on the bottom. We have to trim that one up down through there. Just run the blade right up alongside yonder there. How's that for DEXA trim weight loss?
Wow, that's nice and tight.
Yeah, sweet mama. Now I gotta just separate all this, get some plug holes cut, and plug weld it, and then we'll move to the back where the balance is. We've got to do some pretty handy stuff back there. It's starting to look good now. So it is.
It does look fancy.
Those $15 pads I ever bought.
Maybe next time we'll go a little higher so you don't have to cut so much. You look like you're in a playhouse.
I feel like 10-pound taters in a 5-pound sack. right, here's what we got. We got the quarter panel all welded on, plug welded in the wheel well and down on the bottom of the extension. Now what we got is this debacle right here. This is where the valance lays in, and we got like a big step here. So my thought is, I'm hoping that the bottom is correct. And I think we might just cut this along this green tape here, and then pull this inward to where this matches that, and then just tack it, and we'll fit the valance at that point and see what our gap looks like here, from here down to the bottom of the quarter. Hopefully we get lucky, and that's all we need, is just to hinge it in a little bit. Weld her up. Wish me luck, sweet mama.
Yeah, you're gonna need it, baby.
Well, I'd feel a whole lot luckier if I had a cut wheel in my hand to put on this grinder. So, thanks, sweet mama.
You're welcome.
Ooh,
Gonna broke it already.
be a face gouger if that thing flies apart. Yeah, mama.
It worked already.
It worked.
I was over there hiding. Oh my.
Yeah. Well, that plan didn't work. Whenever I had this on there and ran the valance up on it, it was still too tight at the bottom. So, I think my next plan is going to be, I'm going to drill some holes in this piece. This is the rock, or the quarter panel piece. And I think I might bolt it to the valance, get my gap right, and put it up here, transpose the line, and then just start tacking it. What do you think, Mama? Is that a plan?
You're a very smart man, honey, so I'm just gonna go with what you have to say.
That's straight up white trash hillbilly right there, but
It ain't.
there's not any real good way of doing this. We'll just do it until we get it right.
Jeez. No cooperation there.
I don't know if you guys can see the sweat on my face right now, but sweet mama talked me into finally fixing the gaps in the insulation on the ceiling. We couldn't get it warm in here for nothing. We fixed them couple little cracks, just little thin,
Your face is red.
and this place is like an oven now.
Feels like a sauna.
So if you got a crack, your heat's coming out, just sew your crack up, guys. Keep all that heat in there, you know?
Exactly.
So, yeah,
Good man does. Keeps the woman warm.
I'm about ready to shed some clothing here.
You shedding some like clothes there, baby.
Hot in here now. I ain't shit. I don't know. I bolted that on and the gap's like tight and that's super loose. I don't know. I just ran this tape up there. It's my best guess my face guess.
Looks good from where I'm sitting.
That's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to cut along here and I'm going to hook with this plus this equals the right gap that I think. What I'm trying to say.
Oh my.
I just don't know. I think I'm going to be wide down here by the looks of it. But that's what Bondo's for, guys. That big gap, just fill it in with mud. Call it a day.
Stocky Pocky, you gotta put it in there.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm going to weld that on there and be totally disappointed when the gap is way too big. Well, guys, it ain't perfect, but it ain't half bad.
It
What do you think,
looks
sweet mama?
lovely.
Look all right?
I love it.
All right. Well, it's going to have to be all right because it's all the effort I got to put in it, you know? And, well, sadly, it's all the time I got to put in it this week. We're already a couple days late. Apologize to y'all, but just been spinning in the mud here. Ain't been getting nothing done. So,
No, family stopped there. It's not your fault.
well, yeah. We
Got to visit with the babies.
had us a birthday, and we have the kids around. No complaints. No complaints. As far as this CUDA goes, you guys are going to have to let us know. You want to see more of it, less of it? I know that this sheet metal stuff ain't for everybody, but something that's got to finally get done eventually. You know? We'd love to see the car done, and it ain't going to get done unless we do it. You know? Yeah, let us know what you think, and you're probably going to see more of it. Sad to say. I don't know what to say. What am I talking about?
Well, you're going to better dropping that dog over there. I mean, it ain't never going to get done if she has to do anything to do with it.
No idea what we're into next week. Maybe a 61 Ford that's way behind schedule. Maybe not. Parts issues are plaguing that one, so
Again, for the third time.
yeah, we'll have to play it by ear. But anyway, we got to go. It's time to roll. We appreciate you stopping in, and like to see you like, share, and subscribe if you would. And
Did we get a chance to thank our newest member, Mike Morris?
oh, Mike Morris, thanks,
Yeah.
buddy.
I don't remember
Yeah.
if we brought him up.
Yeah, good thing you remember because my mind just doesn't even work.
All I need is to get a hold of us so we can give him a little thank you.
Yeah, get a hold of us, buddy. We'd like to talk to you. Okay?
Yeah.
Catch up with us in the comments. But, like I said, I've got to run. See you guys. Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks, everybody. Night.
Hey, Holmes. Seen your welds the other day.
Wait a minute.
Hey, Holmes. Seen your welds the other day. Hey, Holmes. Just laugh at him when I am. This thing's choking out. Hey, Holmes. Seen your welds the other day.
Don't move. Don't move.
Just keep laughing. All right. Yeah, they're ugly. Yeah, they're ugly. Yeah, they're ugly.
Okay.
You want it now?
Oh, man. Oh.
That'll work.